Have you ever tried to create something you liked, but then realized the medium wasn't right? That's exactly what happened to me today. So today I was working on a painting and I did a mix of watercolor and Prismacolor, but it just didn't come out right. So I found something better. But before I show you the final product, I want to show you the process of how I got here. Of course, I gotta start off this video with, of course, drinking coffee. As always. So it's been a minute. I know I've been just working, trying to get my art stuff together, and it's just been taking my time. But recently I had a change in my life, so I can now focus on art, which is a good thing. So this is what this video is going to be about. So I have a collection coming out sometime soon, and I'm going to be focusing on that. And today I'm going to be painting one of the pictures that's going to be in my collection. And let me show you the sketch. I did this at a coffee shop, and I think it's cute. It has potential. I just need to really refine it, but this is the sketch. As you can see, there's ducks and there's a turtle wearing glasses. It's supposed to be like a nature scene. Nothing crazy. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I had a change in plan. I actually moved my painting or my sketch into a different sheet of paper. This is 100% cotton paper, and I'm going to put above on the screen what paper I use exactly. So this is the point where I realized I messed up. So I used cold press paper, and I thought that I would be able to blend the color pencils with the watercolor, but because the paper is too textured, it just didn't blend in right. Honestly, I wanted to throw it away, but I did see potential in the sketch. I just felt like it needed a different medium to come alive. Here's an update. I have a headache, but I will prevail. I will continue painting. So this is the paint that I'm going to use, and this is the painting that I don't like. There's potential, but it can be improved. So as you can see, I'm using soft body acrylic, and already it's so much better. As you can see, the color is really striking on the paper. It's more just visible and more vibrant. The first thing I did was go straight towards the trees. So I started painting the trees on the background behind the hills, and already it just looks so much better. Okay, and around this part, that's when I started adding ripples around the ducks and a soft reflection in yellow, blue, and green of the ducks. And then for the highlights, I used light yellow to bring out the highlights on the ducks, of course the water ripples and the turtle shell. I feel like acrylic just gives me the boldness that the pencils couldn't. I am just rebuilding the depth here layer by layer. So in the end, I use a darker blue-green near the bottom and a lighter color near the surface. And I added light beams coming down as well, just so I could add more to the ambiance of the. Now this piece definitely ended up feeling more like the original version that I expected, or what I wanted the outcome to be. I just felt like it needed a different medium to come alive. So you ready to see the final version? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Isn't this so much better? So even though this piece didn't start the way I expected it to, it came out better. I began with colored pencils, but it wasn't capturing what I had in mind. Then I switched to acrylic, which gave me the freedom to push the colors and texture further. This made me realize that sometimes the first attempt isn't the final answer, and you know what? That's okay. Anyways, thank you for following along with the process, and let me know in the comments below, have you ever changed direction halfway through a project and ended up liking it more? Let me know.